How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin. I'm back with another little video here. Today we're going to be I'm going to try to catch up on some of the work on the bed here to make sure it goes in and out. I made a couple of these little brackets right here, and I'm going to put them across the back couple boards here. I'm going to put one over here about this far over because I still have the rope in the center, and I'm just going to screw these guys down on here, and I'm hoping that it'll hold this thing up while it's going in and out. That's the goal anyhow. I was worried about it being too tight on there, but we're going to find out. We're going to throw these two on here. I got another bracket for the other side. I think they're pretty flat. I don't think they're going to get in the way of anything. I don't think they'll get in the way of anything, so I'm going to put another one on the other side. Alright, we put our metal bracket. We got one over here and one over there. Now, let's see how that works. I think that's going to work a whole lot better. I really don't even probably have to hold this one. I may be able to just make another bracket and take that one out of there. Take this rope out of there. So, that's what I might do. Might make another bracket, put it in the middle. Now, being that I only put one screw in each one of these, being that I only put one screw, this thing wants to twist. So I got my nail gun and some pretty decent little nails. What I was going to do to keep it from twisting is just take 4 of these little brad nails and go in the corner. Like that. And with the screw and the 4 nails in each side, that might keep that thing from twisting. I only have to do this piece here. I don't have to do the inside piece. Just the outside, the one that slides out. So I'm probably going to throw some nails in there and make another bracket for that middle. I don't even know if I need it, but I'm going to make it anyhow and take that rope out of there because I'm not crazy about that rope. Okay, got our bracket, got our rope cut off. Now all we got to do is test it, see how good it comes in and out. Let's move this camera back. Okay, let's see how she works now. You know what I need to do? Need to get that rope out of there. Okay, now we got I think that looks a lot better, and it sure felt a lot sturdier. It still wants to twist a little bit. Alright, I think that's going to work out really good. Honestly, I think that's going to be perfectly fine. Now I still got to put the front board on down here. So this thing could be lifted up and propped up. We can put that wood on there, no problem. So that's what we'll do. Get that wood on. But I think it turned out pretty nice. I think I'll leave it alone just the way it is and go ahead and put the front on it now. Alright, I was sitting here fiddling around with them brackets, and I moved them brackets down a little bit, each one of them. That gave me enough space that I could flip this guy up like this and lay it against the back wall. Would that have been a nice couch or what? That'd have made a nice couch. Big old back on it. Then flip it down when you need your bed. That would work too. But anyhow, we'll be able to work underneath there now really easy. So we're just going to go ahead and start on our front. I'm just working on the piece that's going to go underneath of that bed there. It's going to cover the front. Now you have to be real careful on this, because once we cut this out, this little piece is going to be the only thing holding it together. So we're going to have to be real careful with it. Okay, that's the only thing that's going to hold it together. We have to be real careful when we take it into the camper. Like I said, you got to be careful here you don't break this guy. I want to try it, make sure it fits, and it fits perfect. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take it, lay it right up here, and I'm going to go ahead and put some liquid nail on this. We don't want it to come back off, be flapping around, so we'll just put a nice little thin coat of liquid nail around this guy. I wouldn't want to be the one that has to tear this box trailer apart. Alright, we've got some liquid nail on there. We're just going to bring this guy back around. Get it slid back up on there where we want her to go. And we're going to take the little brad gun and we're going to throw some nice little nails in here. This should just be enough to hold it until the glue dries. Okay, once that glue dries on there, that thing's going to be on there to stay. Now I'll probably trim this out with something to make it look pretty decent. But you'll be able to get your totes, slide them in here, and slide them over to the side. So you can put 3 totes in here, pretty decent sized ones, and that'll give you nice storage underneath here for clothes or whatever. I just wanted to give you guys a nice little quick look at it put together. Like I said, you'll be able to work with that, I think, pretty good. Alright, this corner back in here, we're going to put some insulation in there, but I want to go ahead and cut the boards for that back wall. And what I wanted to use is a 2x4 and cut both sides in a 45-degree angle. Cut this at a 45 and this at a 45. On the table saw and see if I can get this 2x4 to set in there nice and tight. Not just the plywood. I didn't care for the plywood. I thought these nice little beams would look better in there, and I think it'll work. So we're going to try one right now. Let's see what happens. Alright, I went in there and I took a regular 2x4 and I cut like a 45 on one side and a 45 on the other side. And I just wanted to try this piece to make sure it would cover everything. And I do believe it will cover everything on here, all the way up that side. So now I got to go in there and cut 2 of these, strip 2 of them, 55 inches long. And we got to cut them the 45 long. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Okay, we got our 2 boards here. They're going to fit like perfect in there. Now I got to trim that up there a little bit, and I'll trim the other one a little bit, mark it and trim it. And then we can start putting our boards on the back side to cover up that whole wall. Alright, I got both boards perfectly matched in there, and we're going to be probably stripping down some of that Luan to go across the back on that little seam right there. We can cover that. We can go ahead and mark it where we need it cut, and it'll go right between them 2 boards. But those boards, those 2x4s look so much better than that plywood that was in there. So okay. Now those are just strips of Luan on there. And as soon as we get our insulation, we'll be able to put those 2 end boards on there. We just want some regular fiberglass insulation to stuff back in them corners, just to give it a little bit of insulation. Okay, I'm going to get started. I'm kind of jumping around here a little bit, but things have to be done kind of in order. So I'm going to work on the little shelf up there to put the microwave and the TV in there and storage. And I'll show you how I go about figuring this out. See, I got a chair. I just sit here and I look at it. I'm not getting much done, you wouldn't think, but just looking at it, trying to visualize where everything goes. This is how my granddaughter would do it. Well, I think we'll put the microwave in the middle. Just having a little fun here, sitting here, thinking about it, trying to figure it out, trying to visualize what it's going to look like, and how much space am I actually going to lose by putting a microwave up there and a TV. Probably more than I want to lose, but that's 2 things that my wife wants, and that's 2 things I'm going to make work. So, as Livy would say. Okay, I got these 2 boards are actually for the shelf in the back to hold the shelf up, and the space here is actually going to be used for wiring. So to go up into this top piece where you're going to have your microwave and TV and stuff. But it'll go right down through the countertop. You'll see that in a later video. This here, I need to go ahead and get this board here secured to the ceiling, and I'm trying to get it into the metal studs up in the top. So this is going to be the next one, and then we'll throw this one in here and we'll have our shelf. So it's coming along. Alright, we got all of our supports for our shelf in there. You can see how we did that. Left a gap in the back here for the wires to go down through. So now I have a piece of Luan that I'm going to set up on top of there. I just got it cut. And this guy should fit right up in here nice and neatly. And being that it was Luan, we wanted to put a little bit more support under here because we're going to be putting the microwave on there. So we got a nice support down in here. So we're getting her done. It's just taking time. Now we'll liquid nail this down on here and then we'll nail it with the nail gun. Alright, now we'll get our nail gun, throw some nails in there. It should be fine and dandy. Make sure it's good and straight though before you start nailing it.
Okay.
Alright, we decided to put the TV on the outside of this. That way we could have a little bit of storage behind this and a little bit of storage behind the other part over there. And the microwave could sit in the middle. So I'm just adding some extra support here for the TV bracket to mount to. That way your TV should be able to swing out here and move around. So that's what we got done so far. Alright, I got my wood cut for the top of this thing. We're just going to do some liquid nail just like we've been doing everything. A little bit of liquid nail across here. Then we're going to get our piece of wood up here and nail it right into place. Alright, I don't believe we're going to have any doors on this, but we're going to get it framed out. We got us a nice piece of Luan here cut. Put on the top of this. And we got some braces back here now for our TV to go in there. This is going to be pretty nice, hopefully. All this nails have to do is hold it there until the glue dries. Alright, we're going to put a bottom underneath here to make this look a lot nicer. And we're just going around with our liquid nail, same way we did the rest of it. Get our liquid nail on there. Hook up our gun. We're going to be running some wires down through here because we want a light right above our sink. So we're going to pour our wires through. Get our board up on there. And we're good to go.
Oh, hold on. Let me make sure these wires. Okay. I think
You got them?
Yeah, I think they're in the corner.
Okay, it should stay there. Alright, that's the board I was just working on up underneath of the counter. And we hung our wires down through there. A couple nice little wires. We're going to be mounting this light here up underneath here for our kitchen sink. Should work out pretty good. Alright, now all my wires I've been running, I've been soldering them together. I haven't been just taping them or anything like that. So I've been soldering everything because I don't want it to find out later on that I have to come back and redo them. So this light's just about done. Believe it or not, this thing has 8 bulbs in it, or 8 screws in it. We're going to put 4 in it. I think it's more than enough. So now we got us a little light. It's all wired up inside here. All we got to do is wire it in the breaker box down there. We get some time. We'll get that thing here pretty soon. Won't be too long. We'll be getting it done. So, looking better.